Alright, my camera just died, but we're back. So basically, what I was talking about before the camera died was that the good habits they are like this. Alright, are beginning you feel pain, right? When you're exercising, you feel pain. When you're eating the good food for the first time, it feels disgusting. You don't really like. There's no sweetener in it. When you're eating unsweetened Greek yogurt and stuff like that. Or I'm diabetes, so I eat unsweetened Greek yogurt. So like when you're eating all those unsweetened shits, the healthy food, it feels bad, right? But then it keeps going up, right? The more you eat them, the more benefits you see of them keep going up and up. While the bad habits, those are the burgers, pancakes, what other things that I love eating as well, shawarma, and then the bad habits, porn, masturbation. Immediately you do them, they skyrocket your dopamine receptors all the way up high, and then at some point they don't even like start going down a bit. They crash down even faster. It goes up like this as you're eating the good food, as you're eating the bad food, you're enjoying it, right? The hamburgers, the pancakes, the shawarma, the porn masturbation, everything. You're doing all of that. Spikes up your dopamine receptor. You feel amazing. Then once you finish the meal, once you finish the porn, once you finish the masturbation, goes down. You have a baseline um of your dopamine. I've heard Hamza say this before, right? You have a baseline of dopamine. This is where your baseline is, your normal baseline. When you do the bad habits, your baseline skyrockets. But then after you're done with porn masturbation, when you're cleaning up from that disgusting mess you've created, it goes below your baseline. This was your baseline before. Now your new baseline is here. You keep doing that. Eat junk food, come back down even lower. Then you try and eat junk food. It doesn't really do you much again. Watching porn again doesn't do you that much. So you watch porn while you're looking at while you're looking at a girl's picture, again your class picture, you're masturbating to that. It moves higher, right? I'm sure it moves higher, right? And then when you're watching a movie while eating junk food, it moves higher, right? And then once you're done with everything, it goes down way lower, way lower. You keep doing that way lower, way lower, way lower. And that applies to people who are also playing video games as well. Like me, I don't play video games. During the time that I was so heavily focused during the July time, that was my first time on monk mode. I'm still on monk right now. July time was my first time, my first month of monk mode, and I didn't play games. I don't play games on my phone. I'm the only guy like in my whole hall, probably my whole school maybe, who does not even play games on his phone. Like, okay, if my roommates tell me that, okay, guys, let's all get like blow on our laptop, I'm gonna join them and get blow on my laptop. I'm gonna play with them because that's fun, right? But me edging my back and doing playing and like trying to no, I don't do that. No, that's horrible. I've been through that phase. That phase destroyed me. It opened my eyes to what was horrible, and that phase was beyond bad. I just never even touched my hands with games again because I know that I'm gonna get incredibly addicted to it. I don't do that again. So I don't play games, right? I didn't play games, I didn't watch movies. The first time I was setting all these rules, I thought that I was going to be so heavily like addicted to I just thought to myself that I'm not gonna be able to make this mark, right? This is why I say set achievable goals. But this goal I genuinely thought it was not achievable. Imagine you setting a goal to not watch any movies, any games for a whole month and not planning to like go out to parties for a whole month. I didn't do any of that. And it was actually not hard because I had already replaced the habit of watching movies, watching videos, watching porn or masturbation with cold approaching, with making shorts. I suppose two shorts and one shot like on the even days like the 2nd of July, I would post two shots. The 3rd of July I would post one shot like that. So if it's like an even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8, two shots. Odd numbers like 3, 6, 9, you get I'll post only one shot. So like that. And I was gaining traction, right? And I was happy. To be honest, I was really happy. And I gained enough momentum that I got 81 subscribers in a channel that I thought that wasn't saturated. I was making a gaming channel. I tried gaming. I tried making like clickbait shots, like all those fast-paced shots of people like editing very fast-paced, like what like music and jumping from one scene to another. That was kind of shots I also used to make as well. With all of that combined, gaming and that fast-paced shot, that's what I'm gonna call it, fast-paced shots, and it still wasn't enough to reach 81 subs I did in 1 month to the 68 subs I got that did in me in like 6 months. Now, obviously, you can still be making like better content than me, and you might still be able to get faster. But like just going on monk mode is the single best thing you can do for your life. I'm gonna tell you right now that that is how you quit fapping. You replace that time you have for fapping, whether it's early in the morning when you first wake up, you grab your phone and you start scrolling on the edge. No. Imagine if I told you that early in the morning, or imagine if I put a gun straight to your face and I told you that the next time you wake up early in the morning, you are going to go out and you are just going to run. You're going to go out and just going to exercise. You're going to go out and just carry a book and just write for 10 minutes. Just write that for 10 minutes, guys. I'm telling you. Just write for 10 minutes. Write your thoughts. Write that disgusting thoughts that you have. Write the thoughts of like, okay, I wish that I had a girl right now, like suck my dick, so like that. Just write it down. And then at some point you find the problem of why you have all these thoughts all the time. For me, when I wrote it down, I found out that the first ever feeling I had, because as a man, you have the first ever feeling of you like just feeling like the urge, right? Your when your dick is just like edging. That's actually okay. Shit. That's actually a good thing. When your dick is edging, that is a good thing. As a man, obviously we know that if your dick is like okay in Nigeria we call it charging. If you are charging, that's basically your dick is hard. Right? If your dick is hard, right, it means that you are a man. It means that you are healthy. So just acknowledge it and say to yourself, okay, I am a healthy person. I don't need to fab. This is like energy. You can just so that I want to reserve this power. Even above all of that, even after saying all of that cute stuff like, okay, this is energy, this power, I want to reserve stuff like that. The best thing you can do for yourself is finding something better to do. Finding something better to do. You might think that the bad habits you're holding on to, like eating junk food and playing video games, they are still the same thing as fapping. Everything you have to do is just replace it. Replace the bad food with the good food. Replace watching movies with exercise. Replace watching movies in the night with exercising. Replace fapping with going outside to nature, to just walking around. I'm telling you, bro, start implementing more day. Make your day amazing. Make your day fruitful. Make your day actually interesting. Some of us, I'm sure if you're watching the video right now and because obviously you have a tendency to fap, right? You have, I'm not even saying condition because every man has passed through this phase of fapping. In this generation, everybody has passed through this phase of fapping. Even I have, Hamza has, the big, the big guys that you see online, they all have, right? Everybody has. So it's not even a condition. It's more like something that you have to. It's not like a bridge you have to cross so that you can become a better man. When I see people who say that they don't fap like that, so they just like keep edging their dick like all day. I'm like, that was an alarm. But they just keep edging their dick all day and they don't fab. Like, no, I don't fab, bro. But they just keep edging their dick, watching all this stimulating content, but they don't fab. To be honest, at least they are still fighting it. That's what I want to. Now, obviously, I'm not going to tell you that you should be watching TikTok and so like that. No, you should also be watching TikTok because that thing is just totally brain rot and you're just going to be getting more and more triggers and you are more likely to even fab than all those other guys. So now, I've basically fixed your problem right now, bro. Replace your bad habits with the good habits. Replace fapping with any other good habits. And I'm telling you, every day you wake up, you won't even have the thought of fapping. Throughout this whole day, guess what I did? First thing I woke up, I prayed, all right? Then I went out to, okay, then I went outside to go and spray my clothes, right? It was still like early in the morning, right? Between like, don't wake up anything past 10, please. And don't sleep anything past 11, just please set a time in the night that you can sleep correctly for the rest of your life and set a time in the day where you can wake up. Just do that for the rest of your life. Download the sleep cycle app. It's an amazing app. Is I'm not having an advert here. I'm not advertising anything, but just download the sleep cycle app. It basically wakes you up between like 30 minutes, or you can set it to an hour. It wakes you up between your lightest sleep in 30 minutes, so that's very good. To do that, that's the app I use. But now I just wake up whenever I want because I'm on holiday, right? So do that, and then I went out to go and store my clothes. I came back in, then I went out again to go and journal for 15 minutes, right? I went out journaling for 15 minutes. Usually I used to do this for 30 minutes before when I was at home, but then when I went back to school because of all the school stuff, I only used to do for like 5-10 minutes. And yes, I didn't even meditate today, which I honestly still feel bad about. I didn't meditate today, but I'm gonna continue doing that. So after that, I did that and I meditated. Okay, I went out When I woke up, I went to go and throw my clothes outside, came back inside, and went out again to go and journal while taking what I call it sunbathing. You basically go out into the sun and you're just bathing there, right? You don't need to be shirtless. No, you can be shirtless, but you don't need to be fully shirtless, right? Just wear like a tank top, all those singlets that you really like, just show your shoulders, all those sleeveless singlets. Wear that, go out and wear shorts as well because you need to show as much skin as you can when you're going outside because sunlight also boosts testosterone as well, and also looking at the sun also tells your brain that it's time to get up and fucking start doing some work. That's why anytime you wake up, I'm going to tell you to honestly look at the sun. The first night after prayer, just go out, just stay outside your window if you can't go outside, and just look at the sun. Look directly at the sun. I'm saying that like if your window is right here, like after you wake up, you pray, and then you just look at the sun, like as I'm looking at you, right? You look at the fucking sun for like a minute or like 30 seconds. You just look at the sun, and your brain will instantly wake up. All that feeling of like sleep will just disappear. And obviously, that doesn't mean that you should be sleeping by like 1, 2 a.m. Obviously, you should change your sleep. That's why I told you to download that sleep cycle app and pick a time during the nights where you can sleep. Where pick the perfect time in the night where you can sleep. That no matter what happens, you can still sleep at that exact same time. And I can wake up. For me, it's 10:30 p.m. and it's 5:30 a.m. Normally, it takes me like a very, very long time to sleep. So sometimes I wake up at like 7, 8 because I'm on holiday now. Just wake up whenever I want. But usually now it's 10:30 to 5:30 a.m. So then after that, I went back inside. Then I had my bath and I ate, and then I got to work. And I didn't get to work straight away because this is me working right now. And at some time, I just started you know, like just journaling some of my goals down. I was journaling my goals. I wish I had my goal book. I don't have it here, but I was journaling my goals while watching a video. Just put my earpiece and just watching a video. Just at some point, I just didn't decide to use my phone. I was just sitting in silence. Like that's all. That's all it takes, bro. So I basically just replace your bad habits with going out in the sun, meditating, journaling, and bro, even if you don't know how to meditate, at least just meditate for 2 minutes, for 5 minutes. You will feel infinitely better. You won't even feel like fapping again. I'm not even gonna tell you that you don't feel like fapping again because obviously at some point the orders will still come. But once you fill up your day, imagine every hour of your day is scheduled for something. Like 5:30 a.m. we wake up, 6:30 p.m. No, 6:30 a.m. I mean, you are getting up and you're exercising. 7:30 you are meditating. 8:30 you are journaling. 9:30 you are eating. 10:30 you are making a video. Actually, no, make a video before you eat, sir. And then 8:30 you are bathing and you're doing your bathing and I don't know, rushing out so shit. And then 9:30 you're eating. 10:30 you're going out again to the sun to go and like just go to the gym, get stuff like that. That's what I mean. Like, bro, the single best way to stop doing any bad habits, fapping included, fapping, watching TV shows, all that kind of shit. Single best way to stop them is to replace the bad habits with good habits. That is all. I've been explaining for the past 20 minutes. That is the total best way. Don't let anybody lie to you about no fap timeline or any shit like that. The single best way to stop fapping is to just replace it with good habits. I've told you about good habits: meditating, sleeping, journaling, working out, going out in the sun, talking to your family members. Those are all good habits. Fill your dopamine hole with those good habits, and I promise you, you will feel infinitely better than if you were staying up late fapping and watching videos and watching movies. So next time, how to self-improve. And I also have a 20-day course down below, really cheap, just $10, that helps you to build an attractive physique and still also get your self-improvement habits checked in. It really has a daily tracker there. Like as you're looking at your workout list for the day, down below you also see your daily habits as well. It's very nice, to be honest. It took me a long time to make it. So totally 20 days, $10. And yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this video, um like and subscribe. I sound like a game, and if you guys enjoyed this video. But yeah, see you guys in the next video, and peace out.